Whoa, whoa. This is the Illusion reporting from somewhere on spaceship Earth. I'm here in Soy-Landia. I'm in front of the United States courthouse. We're going to do a live broadcast. I'm at the corner of Broadway and Main. I'm going to show you what's going on here in Portland, and we can just take a look for ourselves. Maybe I'll wait for some more of you all to tune in. I'm gonna go see what's going on. We're gonna start our walk here at the corner of Broadway and Main. So as you can already see, it's one of those. They are definitely trying to watch for the sign to rotate. The movement stuff's printed all over the city here in Portland. So it's it's one of those things. You'll begin to see as I walk around here. Wait. Because this message is all over town. The town that has been smashed and destroyed is broadcasting the message. Do I want to wait around for the kiosk to change one more time? It's a very colorful display. I'm all for the rainbow. Crossing the sky. So let's go take a look around, and we'll just let you judge for yourself. I'm gonna flip this. Wait, I'm trying to flip the screen. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, it's a lot of messaging going on here. A lot of messaging. A lot of boarded up windows. Yeah, Corey, I'm here. I'm at the on the front lines of the Civil War. I'm gonna keep my commentary fairly low. I don't want to get. Just want you guys to see what we're all up against. So, which way to go? As you can see, everything's kind of boarded up. We're heading down to the towards the federal courthouse. I'm gonna try to get some surreptitious footage. So the camera might just go to a low angle or a crooked angle. Don't worry about it. There's Portlandia. If you don't know, Portlandia is sort of the, we're right at Portlandia, bitchin'. Let's see. Let's go take a look at Portlandia. I always liked Portlandia. You see lots of this around town. Just, chain link, locked up. fully wired to the walls. Look at that. So you can't even rip the chains down. But the Portland building right here, there's Portlandia right there. So we'll make our way around. This is good to walk. My Achilles heel got kind of tight at the Burnside. So this is like everything else. It's just boarded up. That's a completely boarded up structure. This is just the way it all looks. This is pretty much downtown is just boarded up. This must be some sort of, there was like a whole bunch of police. I was trying to go talk to the police when they were all loading out of that door right there. So this must be some sort of important building. You know, it's everywhere, just boards on windows. So we're gonna head down to the main zone here. And notice a public hearing. Huh. So this is we're heading down to the main center of where the madness has ensued for days. I do have my face guard. I actually should stash the phone in my face mask. So there you go. It's just more boarded up buildings. Sure, we'll do a swoop around. I'm gonna go into the low hold position. There you go. There's more of that. That's a pretty common look through town. Chain link, thick chains. But I'm going to go to the low hold position so I don't attract too much attention. As you can see, everything's boarded up. It's like the mission was to smash every piece of glass. And here, you'll get a kick out of this. They're just fully vending their stuff right on the corner. Financing bricks.
Oh, 7-Eleven. Okay, I'll be right back.
I'll take it back.
I mean, this was a thriving downtown once upon a time. In the not so recent past. I guess that's the old Apple store right there. I know. I suppose it's a-okay to jaywalk. I'll tell you what, besides those 3 or 4 police officers I saw, I have not seen a police officer my entire time in Portland. The Pioneer Courthouse. Here's Pioneer Square. This is known as Portland's living room. Many an interesting day was spent here. I saw David Grisbin play here once. Me and my buddy we were up in our apartment. We'd just seen a bunch of Dead shows, and we heard there was music down here. So we walked from my apartment, and we came down here, and we were like, wouldn't it be cool if Jerry Garcia was playing down here? And we turned the corner, it was David Grisbin, which is like Jerry Garcia's doppelganger. It was pretty epic. A lot of cool afternoons were spent living in the square in there. I mean, the entire city's boarded up. I mean, I talked to somebody who was one of us who came down and visited me at the skate park, who actually manages a building down here, and he's like, dude, it's so crazy what's going on to the city. I like the whole like concept of like trying to put art on top of destruction. Like, look at all these canvases, dude. Oh, wait a minute. That's somebody's livelihood that was smashed and destroyed. I guess this side doesn't get the artistic touch. I mean, there's a block that didn't get hit. I guess they like Rocket's soda pop and candy shop. But it's everywhere. I mean, I could just keep walking, and all the windows are smashed. I guess this place dodged the bullet. So I hope you noticed he had a demon face mask with his BLM sweatshirt. Did anyone catch that? Anyone catch that? Just another street of boarded up stuff. It's interesting. This place pulled it off. Go figure. I don't know why. But Muji is intact. If I were Muji, I would button up my windows, man. Oh yeah, Nike. They don't have anything to do with this. Oh, Nike. So Pioneer Place over there has been completely thrashed. It looked open. I wonder what's going on. Let's go see if. I mean, it is the most beautiful, perfectly weathered day. It is Friday, and as you can see, it's deserted. Okay, I got it. They've just fully taken on the hay. We're gonna just button it up, dude. No exposure. All right. That's a mall in there. Apparently, spray paint and paint sales. If you're in the paint business and the plywood business, dude, you're killing it. Here's some mixed messaging. There it is. There it is. There it is. Right there. There it is. So, I mean, if you go down this street, everything's smashed up down there. We're, I like the whole with love messaging on the smashed up buildings. I think that's a neat way to do it. With love, we will grow. I see, is the seed of love a brick through a window? I'm confused. I'll give this one a little bit of credit. I like that one. I like that one. That one's winning. Okay, so we're back around the corner to the old Apple Store where they were selling the BLM merch right there. Here we go. So, Tiffany and Co. Some more grim messaging. Apparently, I missed the protest last night. It was while I was flying. We're gonna. I contacted my agents in the field. down here in Portland, we're gonna, okay. So here we're gonna get into some more of this truly ironic messaging right there. So injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So injustice to take care of injustice equals more injustice, equality. That is our thing, unless you don't agree with destroying and smashing. I definitely agree about justice. I'm not a full pro the police state, but let's call out what the real injustice is. This is amazing. This actually like works right into the New World Order narrative. All right, so there you go. We're getting close. That's the federal courthouse right there. This street got pretty well beat up. The Bangkok Palace pulled it off. The Bangkok Palace dodged the bullet. It must make good food. They only lost a couple windows. Wonder how the Bangkok Palace is doing. Lot of death messages. So here is the Mark O. Hatfield United States Courthouse right here. And this is where it all went down. Now we're gonna go on the low pro here, because we are definitely entering their zone. And as you can see I'm not wearing the right color because I have nice bright happy colors, so I should probably be in all black to blend, but we're gonna go check it out. So I'm gonna shut my mouth right now. I'm gonna walk with the phone low, covered over my hand, and we'll just see what's going on. Here we go. Did you catch all the LARPers? This dude's pretty A+. I'm gonna give this dude high. That's high marks. If you're gonna do it with courage, man. Hey, what's up, brother? Yeah.
What's up, dude? I'm gonna circle around.
All right. How about that? All right, we can run our own. We can run our own counter narrative here. We're checking it out. So look at this crowd back here. I'm kind of just doing it myself, so you can just see that crowd back there. So yeah, this is the zone, dude. There used to be a rad elk statue. The infamous elk statue was right there. So what most people didn't understand was this park right here, where they had totally supplied and turned into like a mini city with all that George Soros money and that bailout money, was right across the street from the headquarters. I think it was hard for me to truly understand that, till like I got on the ground here and I was like, oh, they were literally throwing stuff from their kitchen. Like this was where they had like a full kitchen and the whole thing. Hey, what's going on?
Just a fan. I saw you on the live stream.
Right on.
I gotta meet this dude.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it cool?
Yeah, totally. I ain't worried about that stuff. How you doing, man?
Doing good, man.
All right.
Yeah, I think this is interesting. I came down here for the first time myself a couple weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. It's kind of trippy, you know?
Yeah.
Like there's like an elk statue.
No, I know. I used to live. Yeah.
Okay,
I used to live in Portland for a long time.
Yeah, so
It's just kind of sad to see. The whole downtown's just thrashed.
yeah. What's interesting is if you go over to, like, do you know the Pearl District?
Yeah.
Like, you go over there and there's like nothing.
They didn't thrash anything because I went up to.
I think. I mean, the bit that I saw, but it's just weird. And there's like you see a lot of camping all around in downtown, Old Town Proper, but you don't see any in the Pearl District, and it's kind of like.
It was
you know?
like I came in last night. Was been rolling around, dude. The critters are in all the neighborhoods over there. Like I was like in front of Plaid Pantries, and like every bus bench had like a full like zombie junkie, and I was like, oh.
Are you just talking about like the general sort of like?
Well, it's always been sort of like a spun out element, but like
I think it's kind
of. That's why they're getting rid of the cops. Wait till those dudes realize there's no. I didn't see one cop last night anywhere. I mean, I drove around the whole city.
Yeah.
Like as far as like the 100s. Southeast, northeast. I went up into up to Lombard, all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
It just critters, just spun out drug
addicts.
addicts.
This area it seems like it's been hit pretty hard by like meth abuse and like the whole opioid epidemic.
Well, that's what I mean. This is a distraction. The real zombies are underneath the surface, just waiting for the lack of law enforcement.
Yeah, and I think you got a lot of people who are. I don't know. Like they don't have a lot going on right now. It's like and they're empathetic and like, you know, they're well-meaning, but you know, I don't know, man. It's
Yeah, these dudes are just straight like gutter bunks.
Yeah. I came the day I came down here. I hadn't been down here, and I drove around this corner, and I was looking at where the elk thing was, and right across the street, some people were kicking the shit out of this homeless dude down on the ground, and I was like, what? And then I'm about like, do I need to do something? And then they sort of broke it up, but it was just gnarly. Like, I don't know.
That seems real violent.
I don't think you would see that normally if there wasn't all of this.
It seems real violent, man.
Yeah.
So you live in the city?
I used to live in Southeast, and I moved out to the suburbs. Like we kind of got priced out of Southeast.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. How long ago?
I used to live at 57th and Holgate.
For real? That's totally. That's where I was at.
I lived right by the Tire Man.
Oh, killer. Okay, yeah. So I was over on Woodstock. I lived at 88th and Woodstock for a while, and then I lived kind of right on the edge of Woodstock and Milwaukee. Yeah, that area. Foster actually, they did a bunch of urban renewal stuff, and it's actually like on the coming up, you know. Yeah. So what? Are you skating Burnside? Is that
Yeah. I'm skating Burnside and investigating what's going on.
Right on. Well, hey man, can I get a selfie, dude?
Yeah, of course.
That's kind of cool. But
I would ask your name, but I don't want it on the stream.
Oh yeah, well, I bet people know who I am. So, all right, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not a surfer, man, so I can't give you the shotgun.
Okay.
But respect, dude. Respect. Yeah.
There we
All
go.
right.
Right on.
Actually,
Thanks for
yeah.
stopping and saying hello.
Yeah. Have a good stay here, and
You know it.
yeah, keep doing your podcast, dude. You have like your own unique perspective, and I think it's something like people need to hear. I don't agree with everything you say.
No, we should.
But I dig that you put it out there, and
That is my one thing
Yeah.
I want to hear most.
yeah.
Yeah. Malibu Illusion. But yeah, we're not supposed to agree.
Yeah. Oh
That's
yeah,
what
totally.
It's all about.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Like, if we agree, dude. With
You need the push and pull, dude.
Well, we're
You need,
supposed
like,
to
you
test
need
out our
balance.
own ideas too.
Yeah.
You know? Like if I think everything I got going's on right, like that's not helping me.
Totally. And one thing that I've really come to the conclusion in the past few years is like, you know, everybody really approaches things from a different angle, and they have different priorities. And sometimes, like, when they put an emphasis on a certain priority, they're turning a blind eye to this thing over here a little bit.
Sure.
But that thing over here to this person might be the most important thing in the world. And it's like, but that person shouldn't damn this person because it isn't the most important thing in the world to them, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
That's
yeah,
the
and
one thing I'm trying to convey, if anything, is
Yeah.
like we're all faulty because we can't perceive it or see it, or it's not our experience. We
Yeah.
don't have our own,
Yeah.
and things change over time. 25 years ago, I'd probably been down here with these kids.
Oh yeah,
doing the
totally.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you sometimes it's kind of sad, I guess, in a way. But you get a little older, your priorities change, and
Well, you
you're
see
not
life
as
differently.
you're not as like you have more to lose. I hate to say it in a way, but you have more to lose. You got a family to take care of. You got and
these guys
and
don't
you
have
and you don't
that.
want to see everything torn down. You know.
No, well, because we can make change. Well, that was
Yeah.
like trippy, you know, at the Burnside. Like when I came here, those guys started a revolution.
Yeah.
They covered, they covered
yeah.
the planet with skatable concrete.
Yeah.
That's the Portland I've always understood.
Yeah.
Is creating and building. This is destruction and tearing down, and that's not what it's about.
Yeah. Well, it's like, you know, there's so much emotion attached to this, and rightfully so. But it's like our country has so much to offer, like as far as like, if you want to make change, you can do it through legislation, and you can do it. We don't have to burn this whole thing down and try something new and untested. You know what I mean? Like we need to work with this killer system.
We have a lot. Well, it's that thing is you.
A killer system. I just mean like, you know,
Literally,
government by the
yeah.
people. We have our unalienable rights. We're given to us by God and not government. You know, and it's like, it's definitely sure as hell isn't like perfect, but
This is the thing I've been talking with people about here. What I don't understand again is I forgot how rad Portland is.
Yeah.
Like I was driving around last time, I'm like, oh, I forgot about this neighborhood and that neighborhood and all the uniqueness and diversity within this community. And I was like, LA, I live down in Southern California, homogenous across the board. And I'm up here and I'm like, they renamed Rosa Parks and Cesar Chavez and Harvey Milk and all this. And I'm like, you're in the headquarters of the place that totally embraces everything you're about. If you had one community that was like down to like change things, I would say it's a town like Portland. Because I've seen it, the whole thing, and dude, build a better world. And I'm like, why are you cutting off your nose to spite your face? Have we forgot how lame a lot of America, cookie cutter America is?
Yeah, totally. And I think like,
where else can you stand on a dress and bang a drum?
Yeah, well, part of it
Portland.
too is like maybe we don't have examples. There's not enough examples of how to do things like within our system successfully, right? Like I haven't done it in my own little town, but it's like the idea of like going down to City Hall and speaking. Like you do that. Yeah, you're active in your local government and active in a way that's different than just like yelling at people and busting into meetings and like you're actually like you're participating like rationally.
We're trying to
you know?
change it.
Yeah.
Well, once, you know, because I was young once and,
Yeah.
and all of that stuff, it's like you realize that the only way to really change is to kind of slip in and slowly add grains of sand.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the Great Escape. You know how they clear the tunnel in the
Yeah.
Great Escape with pockets full of sand,
Totally.
right?
That's a good analogy, yeah.
And it's like that. It's like you come in and you drop a little bit of sand each time
Yeah.
in the gears and the mechanisms of the great machine.
Yeah.
And they don't see you coming because
Yeah.
you're talking to them. You get to know their name. But this is only...
Yeah, I was tripping, like you had a story about like, I don't know if it was like a land developer in your town or somebody that you sort of befriended, and now he's like,
We're
he was
buddies.
running something by you, and and you could, the way that happened is because you worked within the system and were chill.
Well, you know what was
so I
trippy?
don't know.
He came to me
Yeah.
and was like, I know, like, he's like, I've been watching you for years, and you got a whole thing. I admire what you do, dude. You're a rebel rouser and all that, but like, I know you.
Yeah.
I see you.
Yeah.
I watch
Yeah.
you, and now I need you to help me with this project because you
Yeah.
just called me out on it during the city council meeting. So
Yeah.
come on down, and then we got to talking on a human level.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this guy's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because he just seemed like some nerdy developer
Yeah.
back in the day, but he wasn't. He was
Yeah.
actually like
Kind of cool.
he has
like,
a story
very sort of-
underneath
yeah,
this
yeah.
thing that's unique and spiritual.
Yeah.
And it's like once you cross the human barrier, then you can start getting stuff done. This isn't going to get anything done.
Yeah.
This only justifies more what they're fighting against. It's very ironic that the one thing they're doing to trying to stop, they're actually making a case for.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to comment on that stuff because, like, just the one wrong, turn of phrase, and it's like you're damn, uncaring or whatever. But I hear you. Like, I feel like, I don't know, and I'm not knowledgeable enough, I guess, but it's like, now's the time for us to like all get into freaking City Hall and get in front of these mayors and say like, look, we want the police to be better trained. Like, I heard this guy analyzing the police situation. He's like, when I was in the military, we trained, and I'm gonna get the numbers all wrong. It might have been that Jocko guy saying this, but we trained like 180 days out of the year, and we would fight like 20 or something.
Well,
and it's like cops nowadays, they get 1 or 2 days of training a year, and then they're out on the street like the rest of the time.
Yeah.
That's fucked. Like, that's fucked. They're not robots, they're human beings, Like,
Well,
they need
there's
to,
an argument to be made too that they spend too much time in the trauma too. Like,
Yeah.
it's a trauma-based career.
Totally. Yeah, totally.
And they aren't
Yeah.
getting enough.
Yeah.
They picked a trauma-based
Yeah.
career to fulfill their trauma-solving mission.
Yeah.
That's what I don't think anyone understands here is this is like a spiritual warfare denying everybody's trauma.
Yeah.
These guys are traumatized. That's why
Yeah.
they're throwing violence. That's why
Totally.
these other guys are throwing violence is because they were traumatized.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to just be like, hey, wait a minute. Like, we're all trying to solve the riddle here.
Yeah,
Like,
and there's isolated shithead cops, right? And there's people who are under the banner of protest who are really just kind of thugs in a way. But it's like we can't let those outliers keep the communication from happening amongst
you can't do what they say is wrong times 1,000.
Yeah.
Like, they may do what they do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is carpet bombing people who've done nothing.
Well, there's one thing that I always used to like. I grew up, kind of on the left, liberal,
Me too.
bleeding heart, so I got empathy, I care about people. I want to see people have the best, but it always seemed really disingenuous what the right would do, because the right were always tied to like the Bible and like values and this and that, but then we would go in and like, fuck up some South American country in order to further our efforts. So, and I always just thought that was so disingenuous. Now I see the same kind of stuff happening on the left with some of this stuff, like, and people won't acknowledge that they're being disingenuous and not wholly, what's the word I'm looking for? Just moral. You know what I mean? Like, like I was talking to somebody about the green laser thing.
Yeah.
Like, there's dudes in behind,
Yeah.
and they're getting green lasers shining in their eyes that could, like,
Yeah,
permanently
blind
blind
them,
them. And I said to this person, I said, you know, I don't think that's cool, because, like, those are people who are just, that's their job. It's a building, they're supposed to protect it. They're behind those walls. They're gonna go home to their wife and kids, you know, and you're gonna permanently blind them for doing their job. And this person's response was, well, I don't know that they were just behind that wall. They might have been out on the streets, like, you know, beating up these protesters. And I'm just like, you don't get to be the good guys unless you're good. You know what I mean?
No, this
you don't get to be the good
their whole thing.
Yeah, you got to be, if you want to be a good guy, you got to do good stuff. And that's where I think of things like, you know, like Martin Luther King, like nonviolence. Like, he knew he had to be the best good guy in order to be heard, and
It's
right?
the only weapon you have.
Yeah.
Is truth,
Yeah.
honesty, legitimacy,
And principles behind your
non-violence,
actions.
man.
Yeah.
That's how Gandhi got it done. He didn't get it done any other way. He took over an entire subcontinent.
Yeah.
This destruction of the city is like, what?
Yeah.
And it's sympathetic to them too. It's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not easy. I mean, it's not easy. Nothing's easy. You know.
No,
You can't-
it's
you know?
not. Nothing's easy.
Yeah. Well, anyhow, nice.
Hey,
to meet you.
thanks for
Yeah.
stopping, brother.
Yeah. Enjoy your stay.
All right, I will. I'm gonna go
If you
skate
wanna
some more.
Some curbs, dude. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Curbs up.
All right, tag me in Instagram.
Okay.
Okay, have a good one. Well, there we go. It is what it is. We're gonna go get on the other side of all of this, and just so you know, it's like there's the Justice Center. Yeah, these parks are rad down here, man. They've just been turned into hellscapes, though. But you know what's interesting? These trees, what have these trees seen? There's a sequoia over there, like that for owl, if you're watching, there's a sequoia. So I generally think I've had enough. We're gonna see what's going on, and keep our ears open for the next phase of this whole thing. I feel skate 30 coming. That was trippy, man. I'll tell you what. I've bumped into. It's interesting, dude. It's interesting. So, you know, what are you gonna do, dude? What are you gonna do, man? They got this all boarded up. I think I'm on the wrong block. But yeah, that's the epicenter of the chaos. But it is just the path I walked is really just a small sliver of the level of destruction here in Portland, Oregon, man. It's a pretty lit up downtown. It's smashed. There's more of the chain linking around stuff. Oh, that's City Hall right there. Let's go to City Hall. What's up with City Hall? Check out City Hall. I think I might run out of power. Maybe we'll get to see the mayor. So here's City Hall, where they co-sign this stuff. I don't know if you know or not, but the Multnomah County District Attorney said they're not going to prosecute people who assault police officers, who participate in violence because it's, you know, it's just crazy. So there it is. There's your city hall. Is that what you want your city hall to look like? You can't access the government when the doors are broken, right? Let's see, can we go in? Nope, it's locked. So if you wanted to get anything done at City Hall today, it's kind of late, but it's broken. So how do you access the power system when you've broken their doors? You, the citizenry, have broken the doors to your own city hall. It's ironic, right? Like, I don't quite understand it. And again, I don't think there's anyone who doesn't agree that the police have gone too far on a certain level. But destroying everybody's businesses and livelihoods, that's no way to solve the problem. No way to solve the problem. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't think anything went down last night of any real. Here, let's see. Let's look up Soy-Landia. There she is, reaching down. It's an absolutely beautiful day. I will tell you, having lived up in Portland, Oregon for years, the weather right now is phenomenal. Phenomenal weather right now. This water right here coming out of these fountains is mountain fed from Bull Run Reservoir. Like, that is another one of the cool things. That is not your standard municipal drinking water. That water right there is clean and tasty. So yeah, we're heading back to the vehicular. We're gonna go get in there. My Achilles tendon feels a lot better. That was pretty rad, bumping into another Illusion fan out there, and had good times, right? Should have had a drink. Dude, I'm not thirsty. But you know, you gotta be thirsty. You gotta want a drink of water to have a drink of water. So, I mean, that's the thing. Most people, like, Portland's a rad little city. I mean, look at all these little nooks and crannies. Little nooks and crannies. It's a city full of nooks and crannies. Here's some Viva the Revolution. I mean, they're tagging on trees. So, it's funny how the mayor cucks to them, and yet they hate him. They hate the mayor of Portland. Well, we're back. We're back here where we started our walk, and I'm gonna go down to the skate park, get some more turns in. Hope you enjoyed the mini tour of the Portland Combat Zone. And you know, hopefully this isn't coming to a city near you. I'll be, as we get this going here, I have yet to meet one person who is down. I think, spiritually speaking, I don't think there's anyone who really likes brutality, but brutality on it at the individual, like, I don't know, dude. I've talked to some business owners. I talked to a dude who manages a building down here. He's like, dude, my tenants are folding up shop. Dude, people are leaving. People are closing their businesses in downtown Portland. All right, man. I'm gonna go down to the skate park. I will catch you at the Sunflower Shine, dude. At the next. Just get it all out, dude. Coming soon. Papers, please. Papers, please. I'm not worried. I'm a butterfly, dude. Don't be a caterpillar. We'll check you at the next live stream. Probably one from the skate park here in a little bit. All right. Let's see you later.